Alright everybody, we're back early on a Saturday morning to knock out our, I think this is part 9 of our online Dynasty season, where we all chose teams with 2 stars, and we've been building them up for about 3 seasons now. This is the 3rd season, so this is my 2nd user game of the season. I'm playing Tulsa, who is in my conference but opposite division of me. No, wrong. He's in my same division, in the same conference. So this is actually a real big game because we're going to see who has the, I guess, is favored to win the ACC. I don't know if we're the East or the West or the Coastal or what, but whoever wins this game basically has the edge to take the division and go to the conference championship game in the ACC. So we're getting this game started. I'm going to switch over to gameplay. As you can see, offensively this year, our team's not been so impressive, but defensively, one of the top in the country. So I expect this to be kind of a low-scoring defensive game, to be honest. So I've not played this guy before that plays as Tulsa. So I don't know what his play style is like. I just know that he's competitive against all the other user games that we see playing. So
as the ball set, and he looks ready to kick this one deep to open up the ball game. Here we go, folks. Excellent kick.
I don't even want to take that one out.
Short kick, and he'll fair catch this one.
All right. Let's see what kind of defense he comes out in.
The quarterback leads the team
I don't think I played at Tulsa Stadium. This is kind of nice. Alright, so his impact guys are his linebacker. That looks like a half safety to me. I know that he's testing me here, so we'll go ahead and just see if he's bringing pressure. So yeah, there's pressure being brought, so we're going to have to open up a little bit more.
The offensive line is so concerned with their penetrating abilities that these linebackers are able to roam free and make plays like that.
Second down and 11 yards to the sticks. Ball on the 24.
I mean, what's really tough about this is that his impact players are right where I like to go with the ball. So this is going to be a tough game, I think, just on the fact of. Ooh, shit. I probably could have cut it, but I didn't think that his linebacker was going to get blocked. But I think that was my fullback that ended up getting upfield to get to him. All right, we need a 5-yard play. And right now with that pressure, I'm nervous to run play action, but I feel like I've got to at least test it. I can't just assume until I know. Ah! Oh, wow. Alright, so I knew that he was going to try to play the crossing route, but a lot of times in these user games with the lag and stuff, like, it's not as effective to try to play the crossing route yourself. So obviously I tried to sneak it in there, and I don't really know what happened. I didn't see it too clearly, but obviously I think it bounced off my receiver's hands and then off of his other defender into his hands, so kind of, I mean, we were going to have to punt the ball anyway, so as long as he didn't get a big return, it wasn't too harmful. Okay, so he's looking like he wants to really smash and knock this ball. Okay. I feel like that's a good stop. See if he no huddles or not. No, okay. I was hoping that he wouldn't no huddle because he kind of had me out of position there. Okay. try to send a small blitz here from the outside.
From the
We got 3 receivers coming out, so get over top over there, buddy. Alright. So 3rd and 4. I'm assuming that he's putting the ball in the air. A lot of people don't like to. Let's be a little aggressive here.
They're showing blitz.
Oh shit, I'm offsides. Good job. All right. Honestly, if I'm him, I would probably choose to go for it here. Just because, I mean, you know, it's too long for a field goal, but does a punt really set you up in that much better field position? I would argue in this situation it wouldn't. So I'm actually going to go ahead and I think that he's going to just kick it in the end zone. So I'm going to go ahead and be safe. He's going to try to coffin corner me, obviously, but I mean, and if he does, then, you know, good on him. Yeah, that's good. We'll be able to work with that.
Kick right there.
That's why they made the decision to punt the ball right there. They wanted to pin this offense deep in their own territory. This team really trusts their defense.
So we now know that he likes to be aggressive. I'm gonna go ahead and try to come out and pistol and see, maybe with a bunch. Let's have a crosser in there. And that way, if we get pressure, maybe we can go ahead and dump and try to get some yak.
You've got to wonder if that last interception's weighing on the quarterback's mind at all.
He can't dwell on the interception. There's still a whole lot of football to be played today.
Yeah, he's really liking the. There we go.
Get on the throw, he caught it. Knocked out of bounds.
So what we've got to do now, because he's trying to play like man or like he's zone blitzing. He's really trying to bring a lot of pressure and make me uncomfortable in the box. So we're gonna have to put the ball in the air. But the best way to do that is to obviously have these bunch routes. If you can bunch your receivers, it makes his defenders kind of run into each other a bunch. Actually, let's try this overload a little bit. I've been wanting to try this out. Let's overload to the boundary. Let's get crazy. Let's get crazy. Get a field, get a field.
He gets out to about the 32-yard line.
So, let's see here. That didn't work out very well, but I mean, it definitely gave him something to think about. Let's actually check out this strong slot formation. If you did see, though, he is starting to back off a little bit. He's not wanting to really test pressure right now. So I'm going to try to play action here because it is second down. Second down's normally going to be a play action down.
Second and 10. Ball on the 32-yard line.
See, I don't see him bringing as much pressure right now. But he is trying to get prepared to play my crosser. But I think that if he plays Ross, then I got Gillespie underneath. So, yeah. Okay.
What a throw for a big game.
Go moving the ball.
Great example of the quarterback seeing the whole field and finding the guy who had the best chance of making a catch.
Kind of want to give a weird look here.
They need about 3 yards to get the first down here on third down.
I don't like where his impact players are at, man. It's making me super nervous. Oh. There we go. It's good run, though. We got a hole. Our line made a good hole for us there. I don't know if that was the greatest play call, but I mean, the guys made it happen. Either that or the gaps that his defensive line, were assigned was just, a lucky match for what I had going. Let's go back in a bunch. See if we can get him to back off a little bit more, because that bunch formation is what's going to make him super nervous about like crossers and me starting to air out the ball and shit. So
first and 10. Ball on the 45-yard line.
Oh shit, I got Ross. I think I got Ross on linebacker. We're going to see what Ross does, since there's no safety help, but we're also going to keep an eye on the crosser.
He's going to go for the home run. And a great catch downfield.
There we go.
Touchdown, UConn.
Yeah, anytime you see no safety help, you really got to try to take that shot. And you know, unfortunately, the thing is that I don't think that was a safety. It might have been a half safety that was on Ross, but that's my fastest player. And I mean, if Ross doesn't have a corner on him, then I have a lot of luck throwing deep with that guy, which is why, I mean, shit, a lot of the guys in my league have seen the stats that I've had on that receiver, but yeah, that was great for us, because what's going to force him to finally place two safeties. If he doesn't, then we're going to keep taking advantage of that all day. But
He's to the 10.
and that's kind of what we needed right there. Is we just needed to get him to back off so that we could, you know, open up the running game a little bit, which will open up even more windows in the passing game. So, especially with our play action stuff. All right. I don't know how I feel about what he's got going on here, but we're going to try to run some cover 6. And remember, we always want this half safety to the boundary over here. Ah! I got caught on somebody. Otherwise, I might have been in the backfield trying to make that play. He still would have got to the line of scrimmage, but at least it wouldn't have been a 9-yard gain. All right. Okay, so he's really showing me now that he wants to put the ball on the ground. So I'm going to go ahead and switch to a different formation here, because I can't just let him eat up all this. I don't know why my guy didn't go out there, but I was sniffing that out. Sorry. That was a good screen call. I don't know where my man was that was supposed to be on him, but... Alright, so now he's starting to bring out the big guns. Let's test the waters a little bit here. I don't know if his quarterback can run, to be honest.
They come out in a 5-wide set.
If he's smart and he throws a crossing route or something. Oh shit. What is my corner doing back there? What was he thinking? I mean, I didn't expect him to make that play, but I, you know, expected him to at least
Five wide receivers split out. The quarterback in the gun.
I at least expected him to, like, make the tackle. Yeah, the crossing routes is what's going to get me in this. He's going to no huddle one more time before quarter, obviously. We are going to go...
They come out in an empty backfield.
Oh, I wish that my guy would have caught that deflection. We would have been even if my guy would have just caught that little tip pass. I don't know if you guys think about our games that way, but I sure do. When it's like, well, he got a tip pass, why can't I get one? It's just me being a baby, honestly. All right.
And we welcome you back to the action here. Just about set to start the second quarter. They'll spread the field with 5 wide.
There we go. All right. I'm hoping that he actually does have a field goal kicker right now, because then he'll feel pressured to take points. Yeah, okay. And I mean, hey, a field goal, allowing a field goal after we've scored a touchdown is a win in my book. You know, it's like, you know, the goal of the game is to outscore your opponent. As long as I'm, oh shit, I don't know what happened there. I don't know if his controller bugged or something. I'm not used to seeing that. Shit, I feel kind of bad now. All right, let's go back to this overflow formation, just to see if he reacts to it differently.
There hasn't been too much daylight between these two teams. In games like this, some players try to press too much, and that can cause mistakes. Connecticut is up a score.
There's a hole, there's a hole, there's a hole, there's a hole.
He's to the 40. Across midfield. Inside
Oh, that was
30,
big time.
to the 20.
Go score that.
Touchdown, Huskies.
That was big time.
That was simply
We needed that
sensational
super
running.
bad.
And it shows you what kinds of major things can happen when you have a good ground game.
Wow. I mean, that was impressive how that even worked out, too, to be honest.
He makes the
But that's, I mean, now we've hit a big run and a big pass. So at this point, your opponent normally feels like, well, shit, you know, if I can't stop anything,
The kicker looks like he's ready to kick
you know,
this
they
one
start to
off.
really mix it up now, which could be dangerous for me, but the fact of the matter is having a 2-score lead, you know, there's just a lot of flexibility
From the
to
one.
try different
He's to the
things, so.
20. At the 30. They'll bring him down at the 50. There was great blocking
He's obviously
out
really
front
good
there.
at the
That
return
turned into a
game,
pretty good
so I
return.
think that I might
Kick
stop
coverage looks
kicking it
very
to his
slow
returner.
getting downfield, and that really gave this young man an opportunity to make a play.
And see, I know that he wants to put the ball on the ground, but now being down by 2, he's going to get out of his comfort zone. Yep, that's exactly what's going to happen. And we're okay with that. That's kind of our goal the whole time.
The kicker missed a field goal on the last drive, so the offense is out here trying to turn it around on this one.
Yep, it was a rough go-around for this kicker the last time. But this guy won't hang his head. If he has another opportunity to kick one, he'll be ready to go.
Oh, that's just a good play call right there by him. We need to
They'll line up with
go.
5 wide receivers.
I'm going to go ahead and Velcro.
Caught. Enough for the first
What is
down.
my DB doing? Oh shit, okay. We're just going to let him walk on in. Well, and of course, you know, it's like I go to select the linebacker that's trying to cut off the route, and, you know, the game has me select my cornerback. But, alright, so he got quick points, and that's okay that he got quick points. Now we're going to try to slow the game down again, and we're going to keep the ball on the ground.
He splits the uprights with the extra point.
That also means that he's now developing more confidence in his passing game. So, I mean, that's what we can expect going forward is you know, pass.
He kicks it off, and he got all of that one. And it sails out of the
I
end
wish I
zone
had
for a
kicked it,
touchback.
kick it out of the end zone. Alright, well right now I'm really liking the spread. With his pistol, I mean.
Pretty good looking touchdown drive the last time these guys were out there. Connecticut up 7 points.
Again, I'm sitting there looking at like how he's got no safety help over my slot receiver, Ross.
That makes it 2nd and 2.
Second and short, I feel like we should take a shot. We're going to come out with a dive and just see if it's there.
So it's
If it's
second
there, I
down,
might audible
about
to
2
something.
yards to go.
Yeah, we're sending him. I want the streak, though.
He sails it long. Got him.
Good tackle.
Another catch, and he's up to 100 yards now.
I think this defense has got to do a better job of making adjustments. This guy
Alright, so
seems to be
now
making
we're actually
catches
going to
the
see
entire game. And if they don't
how
do
we look in
something
a
different to be able to
situation
slow
where
him
we're
down,
crunched
he's just going
down.
to continue to make big plays.
I think that he's going to start to
understand
understand what's happening now, though, too. You know, it's like he's going to see, okay, well, his slot receiver is obviously his best player, and I wish I had more of like an outside run. Oh shit. What the fuck was that? Where did my fullback just go? I thought that was a dive. Oh. Well. I really like this formation. I've said multiple times that I really like having three wide receivers and two running backs is the ultimate formation to me, because you can audible to any formation from that and be in good shape. So yeah, he's got his safety playing back now. That's a good play. Oh, get in there. Alright, that's okay. We kind of want to start running some clock down now, since we're in a position to score. I'll be curious to see what kind of... See, we're going to stick with... I like this I form here. We're going to stick with the 2 back and the 3 receivers, because we can run the fullback dives and the dives out of I form, but then 3 receivers is going to keep him from playing a true goal line defense, which is what we want. We want to make sure that he doesn't get into like a true goal line. There we go. Because that's what's giving us the holes. The worst situation you get into is if somebody plays like a 5 or 6 front on you and then they just man up or zone up across the goal line. So like if you do something with more receivers, they're more apt to make that mistake of not, you know what I mean, like actually coming out in a formation that's a goal line formation, because they'll think that you're throwing the ball as long as you have the 3 wide receivers. So that's the advantage that it gives you in this game, because it'll show the defense. You know, you can see exactly what he's trying to bring out on when he's on offense, and we call our defense based on personnel packages, and you know most other players do the same. I really didn't think that either of us were going to get to 21. My defense is just... Oh, shit. I said that I was going to stop kicking to this guy.
He's taken down at the 30-yard
shit. Alright. I'm assuming he's going to come out with 4 or 5 wide receivers again. Yeah. He had so much success with that last time. I don't see why he wouldn't. Cover 2 disguise.
The offense now will take the field, and they hope to have the same success they had on their last drive.
Great passing was the key for the offense.
And the thing is that, you know, I want to be able to get pressure, but
get down the field for a touchdown.
He's taken down at the 39.
at the same time.
After a play like that, I wouldn't be the least bit surprised if they went to the air again.
Right. What can we call here?
Empty backfield, quarterback in the gun, 5 wide receivers.
Black 5, hey, kill.
He's audible into a man beater, I'm sure.
Quick throw, and he's got his man again. Tackle made right around.
God, my DBs are just making me nervous this game right now. They look like they're so lost, like they're playing blindfolded.
5 wide. He's on the run. Fires quickly, and he's got his man. He goes out of bounds at the 34-yard line.
So he's really starting to get comfortable moving the ball now, too. We've got to find a way to beat this, and I think I know the way. Actually, I wouldn't be shocked if he's trying to put the ball on the ground right now. I don't think that he's going to have both running backs go out for a pass.
Down, and they're about 2 yards away from the sticks.
Red 2, green 9.
We gotta make tackles, guys.
And he's shoved out of bounds at the 27-yard line.
I need to get me one of those running backs. How do you get one of those running backs? Okay.
First down, 10 to go. Ball on the 27-yard line. They come out in a 5-wide set. Quick pass, and he hits him hard at the 11-yard line.
All right. So now he's getting crunched down.
Quarterback all by himself in the backfield with 5 wideouts. He's going to try and scramble. He's under pressure. Boy, was he drilled.
That would have been nice for an accident to happen there.
He's going to feel that one tomorrow.
That makes it 2nd and 10.
Alright, this is where I say, you know, now that we're on the goal line, we got to play like it's some goal line. So, what we're going to do is we're going to play cover 4.
From the 11-yard line, it's 2nd down.
And we're going to press our cover
They
4.
come out in an empty backfield. Pulls down the catch, and he's got room here. He's tackled around the 3-yard line. Nice pickup as they connect on the pass play.
But they look to be in sync
This is
right
okay,
now.
'cause
They're
we're
both
running
reading
some
the
clock
defense
down right now.
properly, and the result is a nice game.
That was robbed from him. He's got to go for it now, though.
Receiver on the play.
They'll spread the field with 5 wide. Quick pass, man.
Wow, that's super unlucky.
Unable to convert on 4th down, and the ball changes hands.
That's super unlucky. I wonder if that's like his 5th string receiver that's doing that. That's super unlucky. I feel kind of bad now. Alright, so we want to look like we're playing aggressive here is kind of our plan. Like, we want to look like we're still trying to score before half, but really we want to find a way to run out some clock here.
The quarterback did a really good
And he might
job on the
actually
last
be,
drive of finding his
I don't know,
receivers
I
in
thought for
space.
sure that he was going to try to bring some pressure and get a safety. A lot of people at this point will get into that desperation mode. Hey, my running back did
And they
that.
get nice yardage on that run.
That's good for a gain of 7 yards. That's 2nd and 3.
Ideally here we get a first down and then we can take a shot, you know. But I don't want to take a shot unless we can secure that, you know, if things aren't going well, we go ahead and get this thing to halftime. Oh, you're shitting me, dude. This is so UConn.
You can't teach hustle like that. The linebacker was determined.
This is so UConn. Okay. Honestly, I shouldn't even be upset by that because I got a lucky break on his idiot receiver dropping the ball.
The quarterback leads the offense back out onto the field as we get set to resume play. The quarterback in the gun, empty backfield, 5 wide receivers in the formation.
Yeah.
Touchdown.
I got a lucky break, so I guess that's his lucky break because he really probably should have scored on that drive anyway. He hit his receiver in the hands twice. So now, ideally, what we do is we score before halftime. And if we can score before halftime,
Hits the PAT.
then that gives us a big advantage. But we got to make sure that we score with
They line up to kick this one away.
no time on the clock. That's the goal of this drive. Is we're gonna try to time it up, try to even kick a field goal. You know, it doesn't got to be a touchdown. It just needs to be points before half and in the half. So. Actually, let's get back into our shotgun formation. A little inside zone action.
Momentum swings have been fairly even.
See what
With
kind
so
of look
little
we get.
separation, this game can be drastically changed on just 1 or 2 plays. Connecticut is up by a touchdown.
You know, at that point, I
I can't believe that wasn't a fumble or a backward, you know what I mean, like a backward pass or something.
Careful as you're feeling pressure to throw the ball just to throw the ball. If you feel like you're not going to be able to make a play and the defense got you, just give up on that play and get ready for the next down.
Second down, 10 to go.
Alright, so he's wanting to bring pressure. That was huge.
Fires out to his wideout.
Get out of my way! Holy shit!
And they make the stop at the 32.
The fuck is going
It's a
on?
huge play by the offense, and I got to go back to what the defense dialed up. They brought pressure,
Oh,
which
dude,
means
this is
the
not
offensive
good.
line's got to do a good job of communicating to give the quarterback enough time to be able to make the throw. And they did exactly that. They protected him, gave him the time.
Alright,
that
so
he
we're to the
needed.
point
He was
now
able
where
to
we
take
should be
advantage of
getting
it.
points.
Now it's 1st and 10.
Well, I need to get about 10 more yards, but
And a quick throw. Inside the 10.
fuck.
Touchdown, UConn.
I almost didn't want to run it in there because I don't want to give him 30 seconds, dude. He scores really fucking fast. You know, so it's like my defense is just not being the same today.
And he tacks on the extra point.
I think that he had the issue that I had earlier though too, where he kicked to the wrong guy. We're split on. Okay, so even a squib kick he takes to the 50. The thing is that he likes. Oh man, let me choose my guy.
This quarterback right now is in a rhythm, and a lot of that has to do with his preparation. You can see right now with the reads that he's being able to make, getting the football out of his hands, that he's feeling very, very confident in his ability to throw the football against this defense.
From their own 49-yard line. Second down. They'll line up with 5 wide receivers. And he's tackled at the 31.
That makes it 1st and 10.
They spread the field in the gun with 5 wide receivers. Fires quick out to the receiver, and he can't get the
I would stop throwing to that guy, man. I'm not gonna lie, that's the guy that's been failing you.
That makes it 2nd and 10.
Okay, I hate this defense right now. It's not working out the way that it needs to be. We're gonna go back to our Okie.
41-yard line. Second down. Five wide.
Oh, we needed that so bad, man. How do we do that? That is an example of a UConn play right there.
In his hands, he just dropped it.
Third down, and they need to get it to the 21. They come out in a 5-wide set. Fires out to his receiver. He's knocked out of bounds at the 12-yard line. A decent pickup on the pass play.
And I'll tell you what, the defense did everything they could.
Yeah, see, this is proving my point that I probably should have just gone out of bounds of that ball and kicked the field goal, because I just knew that. I mean, he's scoring too fast. Fuck, dude. And again, you know, I've been exposed to where I've seen my defense doesn't have a whole lot of.
They come out in an empty backfield. Looks to a receiver, touchdown.
I don't have a whole lot of options on my defense right now. Defensive play calls.
He splits the uprights.
Alright, so I think that he gets the ball at half too, so, right? Pretty sure.
With only a few ticks left on the clock before halftime, I would expect they'll just squib kick this one. He kicks it off, and he got all of that one. And it sails out of the end zone for a touchback.
Not really any ideas here.
I think this defense right now needs somebody to try to lift up their spirits. They seem to really be just out there kind of going through the motions. And I think the last time they were out there when they gave up such a long drive has had an impact and an effect negatively on the psyche of this defense.
That would have at least given me a shot for a Hail Mary. Now I don't even have that.
Ross was the intended receiver on the play. That makes it 2nd and 10.
So it's 2nd and 10. Ball on their own 25. Connecticut up 7 points. A tight first half of football, and we head to the break.
Alright, so I'm pretty sure he gets the ball, yeah. I got kicked to him.
All right, Reese and David, thanks, guys. Second half action just about ready to start here.
That would have been sweet if he would have just barely made it in the end zone. That's alright.
You know, the kicker has one job. Kick it downfield and keep it in bounds. This kind of stuff just drives me crazy.
Okay, I've got to find a defense.
This deficit can be easily overcome, sure. But they have to be thinking if they don't get something going on this series, the burden is going to be felt by their defense. Here's the give. And down he goes at the 35-yard line.
Did you see how that big defensive line got such a good push on that play? That's exactly why they were able to stop him for a loss.
Mike is 59. Mike is 59. Black 5, black 5. Kill. Gunner 3.
Throw incomplete. He sailed that one high.
That's not a bad incompletion because he saw the blitz coming and just got rid of the ball to avoid losing yardage.
3rd and 10 coming up. Ball on the 35. They'll spread the field with 5 wide. Tackle around the 45-yard line. That was a good pass and catch there, but still not enough for the first down.
That's not an easy conversion here on 3rd down for the offense. All the defense has to do is stay back, keep everything in front of them, come up and make a tackle.
Check, check. Dancer, dancer.
Shit.
Scrambling around. And they push him out at the 48-yard line.
Okay. So now I really wants to start running the ball here.
We've got a 1st and 10. Ball on the 48. And he's tackled after positive yardage.
That's good for a gain of 4 yards. That makes it 2nd and 6.
From the 44-yard line, it's 2nd down. In the shotgun and 5 wide out.
Easy.
Here's the throw, and I don't think he got anything on that.
That's a gain of 2 on the play. That makes it 3rd and 3.
Defensive coordinator anticipating this 5 wide set, and he comes in with his dime package.
Kill, kill, kill. Flare.
Quick throw out to the receiver, and he's taken down at the 19.
Let's see. Oh my God.
And he brings it down. Nice play to set up 1st and goal.
We just like to watch the ball pass us right by our ear hole.
Chains for another Tulsa. 1st down.
First and goal from the 5. They're knocking on the door.
Black, kill, kill.
They go right, and he's tackled behind the line.
Loss of 3 yards on the play. That brings up 2nd and goal.
Thing is, I just still don't have enough that like covers the middle of the field, if you notice.
Tenth play of the drive. Now he's scrambling. Decides to take it himself, and he's got it. Touchdown.
Outstanding run and great execution by the
Alright.
entire offensive
So now we
unit,
tied it up.
especially the blocking up front.
This is good. At least the clock is running down. I gotta go somewhere. I gotta. As soon as this game's over, I gotta be done streaming and getting off here. So I'm trying to run some clock out,
Makes the
but
PAT.
I don't know if I'll be able to run 9 minutes 22 seconds off though in 30 minutes though.
Wilson has the ball all teed up, and he's ready to kick this one off. Sends it sailing downfield. He's to the 10. Brought down at the 20.
10.
I think it says something about the quality of the preparation of both teams that we're into the third quarter and nobody's been able to pull away. Both sides seem to know what to expect.
Oh, what are we doing? Not again. Dude, my shit glitches like this all the time.
Around the 22-yard line.
It's a fucking handoff.
Gain of 2 yards. That makes it 2nd and 8.
I don't know why my shit's lagging right now either.
From their
Really
own
going slow.
22-yard line. Second down.
Mouth concussion.
The
Okay, so my
Huskies
safety's
lost
out
one
for
of their
game
key
now
guys
too. That's
earlier to
great.
that injury, and unfortunately, I don't think he's going to play any more football today. And for Ross, he reaches 200 yards in receptions.
And the defense has even shifted the secondary over to try to provide a little more
Okay.
help. It just hasn't mattered.
Let's
This
see about
receiver
taking
is
a
still
shot
having
here.
his way with the defense.
It's third down, and this offense is about 3 feet away from that first down marker.
Check 50. Let's go, let's go. Let's go, Smith. Make some noise.
Never mind. You want me to run the ball. Dude, not again.
And they're not going to get it. Great
Dude.
stop.
I'm sure that you guys are seeing that, but you know, that's not.
The defense this time wins the battle.
It's supposed to be a handoff. Okay, well, we'll just do what we planned on doing the last time. Since my game is deciding to break right now, of course, while I'm tied and in the third quarter.
Looks like they're going to go for it on fourth down. I got to tell you, I'm really surprised that they aren't going to just punt this ball away. Caught out in the open. He's tackled at the 34.
Dude, why is this going so slow now?
Conversion.
I can't have this game going slow like this. I have got to be somewhere in 30 minutes.
First down, 10 yards to go. Ball on the 34.
Get behind the big boy.
He's taken down at the 47. They go with the option and pick up the first down.
Yeah, and that was a situation where the quarterback knew he could pick up the first down if he kept it himself. That's a good decision.
First down, 10 to go. Ball on the 47-yard line.
Check three. Let's go.
Yeah, I'm gonna take the shot, I think. The only thing that's making me nervous is that fucking... Yeah, the blitz was all the only thing that was making me nervous was that.
The defense brought the blitz.
Ugh.
Confused the offensive
I
line.
should have
Some
audibled
things
to
to
something
pick
that
up
wasn't a
the
play
blitz.
action, so I
You
could have
also
gotten
have
rid
to
of
be
it.
accountable for the defensive
alright, though.
lineman, and that time the lineman got to the quarterback and came up with the sack.
We just need to take this to the fourth quarter, honestly.
They find themselves in a hole here after that sack. It's second and long. He's scrambling. Quarterback's going to run it, and he's got room to work.
Block
And he's
somebody.
shoved out of bounds at about the 45. Picks up 5 on the scramble.
Dude, I don't know why we got this lag all of a sudden.
Third down, and they need to get it inside the 43. The defense now really trying to get the crowd into it. Throws it, and he's got the tight end again. He gets hit out of bounds around the 31-yard line.
Gain of 24 yards. First down.
Ross is having a day. I'm gonna take it to the fourth quarter. I seriously have 15 minutes to finish this fucking game here.
So at the end of 3, tie ball game here. We're all 9
And this
and
lag
28.
is killing me right now with this clock.
Into the fourth quarter now, and we're back to the action.
Okay, I think this is a good play call. Assuming my quarterback hands off the fucking ball.
They go to the ground game. Inside the 10. And that sets them up with a first and goal.
Gain of 24 yards. That makes it first and goal.
We're gonna try. This is a new formation. Oh wait, not this one. This is a new formation that I kind of like my options in.
Here's play number 10 on the drive. They might be coming here.
Dude, why is this happening to me?
Nice
Is anybody
run.
else seeing this?
Down.
That's a fucking fullback dive, and my quarterback's just fucking saying nope.
Brings up second and goal.
I'm gonna be really frustrated. So far that hasn't cost me, and I feel like I'm really lucky that it hasn't cost me. But if it does, like, it's just gonna be like every other fucking game in this goddamn thing, where it's like I have a close game, I have a chance to win, and then something just refuses to work the way that it's, you know, intended to, and then I'll lose the game by a field
Second and
goal.
goal. Ball on the 3-yard line.
I handed the ball off that time, and look what happened.
UCONN.
See what happens when we do what we're supposed to do?
Score, and it makes it a one-possession game, but we've still got a lot of football left.
Okay, I really need a turnover or something that's gonna put an end to this so that I can run a clock and get the fuck out of here. I don't mean to be someone to bitch about that, but I mean, the reason I said 10 a.m. was because I was like, I got somewhere to be at noon. And to be honest, we probably would have had this game done already if it wasn't for this slow lag.
Connecticut gets set to kick this one away. Nice kick, plenty of distance.
But I know that, like, he's super busy this weekend. I'm super busy this weekend, so this was the only time.
He's to the 10. He's to the 20.
I told myself I was going to stop kicking him, although he only got it out to the 30.
Love to go for 6 that time.
Brad, if you take a look up at the
But still, a guy like this that's this good at returning kicks, like, I'd rather just kick it out of bounds and give it to him at the 35. I need a kicker so bad they can kick a ball out the back of the end zone. Okay.
This is a pretty crucial series right here, with things being so tight. Your best players have to step up on both sides of the ball. They come out in a 5-wide set.
Oh, just stay in your flat. What are you doing? My guy was in position for that exact pass, but his flat, for some reason, he sucked himself in. Just stay in your flat, man.
They'll spread the field here. Let's see what the defense does with a 5-wide outlook. Throws a bullet over the middle. They'll bring him down at about the 49.
Can I? You know what? I don't even want to ask right now because I feel I'm sitting here saying, like, you know, what's costing me right now is that I had a fumble, and I would really love to get a fumble from the football gods right now. But I know that that was just payback for the fucking 2 drop touchdown passes he had on that drive. Can we? Oh, make a play. There we go. Okay, I'm right. I'm right with that. Alright, so I think that we've kind of found out that quarter defense is definitely the defense that we need to be using. It took a while, but this seems to have enough of the short zones to where I don't feel like I'm going to get burned.
Third down, and they're going to need about 3 yards to pick up the first down.
Interesting.
Brought down after a nice run up the middle.
Yeah. That was weird how that broke my man defense, though. I don't know if you guys noticed that. Whatever play that was definitely broke the intended shit. Alright, good. Made him bounce.
And they make the stop at the 49.
He won't run that formation anymore this drive. Review that. Yeah. Alright. Back to quarters defense. We're gonna try this double buzz. I don't really know what to expect from this, but
Second down, about 12 yards to go. Ball on the 49-yard line. They spread the field in the gun with 5 wide receivers.
20. Hey, kill. Flare. Flare.
oh please, UCONN. Holy shit, dude. Please just want to win a game. You gotta want to win the fucking game. I'm gonna run that same play again, honestly. I don't think that he expected that.
Third down now, and they need to get it down to the 37. 5 wide.
Hey, kill. Black fire.
Scrambling around. Tackle at the 29. They
He's gotta make some more
fortunate
plays.
to come up with that pass.
Not the smartest throw that he could have made, but it worked. It just makes you a little nervous when he lets that thing go.
Okay, now I'm starting to notice that I'm giving him too much time to throw the ball, too. Dude, make plays. We gotta make plays.
Now they're in a great position to score.
Fat Bray, oh, that sucks, man. Yeah. Just like, you know, you have... That's the game right there, you know? If we catch that, I'm pretty sure that we can find a way to stop the rest of what's happening. Get me... Again. Again. This is the game, UCONN. All we need to do. All we need to do. Just seal the game. Like, I just don't.
They're at the 8. It's second down. Quarterback all by himself in the backfield with 5 wideouts.
Oh, shit, I don't like what just happened there.
Almost
Finish the game. Finish the game. Please finish the game. I'm speechless. Like, I don't know. We like to wave at opportunities as they pass us by. That's the only explanation I can offer.
Hey, kill! Black
5. Fuck.
Fires to the end zone, picked off.
Oh my god, it took a user
Big opening.
interception.
He steps up and makes a big turnover.
His quarterback was about to run down my defensive back, though. Did you notice that? Ah, fuck. This doesn't have to be so stressful. Okay. Now, and you know, that's the thing, is now I've still got to find a way to finish this game and run out clock, and I really need to be done in like 7 minutes.
Ball on the 42-yard
And he's
line.
got all of his timeouts still left.
Connecticut is up a score. They'll wrestle him down in the backfield.
That was just smash mouth, helmet to chin football by the defensive line there. They dominated the point of attack.
I need to not play action right now. He's absolutely trying to take advantage of my play action, which is something that, I mean, it's in my game plan to play action because I run the ball a lot. You know, it's like I'm trying to set up more.
Throws incomplete.
Really? He just fucking Superman tips that away? Fuck, dude, I really need...
That'll make it 3rd and 13.
I have an idea. Let's see if this changes anything.
3rd down, and they need to get it inside the 48. In the shotgun and 5 wideouts.
I can't tell if he's bringing pressure or not. Audible, please. My game is broken to where it won't let me audible. I mean, are the football gods just out to get me today? Is that what's happening?
Quick throw picked off. Tackle made at the 48.
Well, couldn't audible.
Interception breeze
Had a plan, wanted to audible, game wouldn't let me audible.
It obviously wasn't open. This quarterback's got to be more conservative with the ball when
Okay.
they have the lead late in the game like this.
Dude, I'm about to be in so much trouble because of this shit.
from their own 8-yard line. It's 1st down. Just under 3 to go in regulation.
So why'd I choose that guy to make my spy? Please make a play. Please, somebody on defense make a play.
Fancy play here, just a smartly run route, good protection, and a well-placed ball. Most times, you don't need much more than that.
They'll spread the field with 5 wide.
Please, somebody make a play.
And
The
he's
same
taken
play over
down
and over
at the
again.
15.
I'll tell you something. I'm loving this quarterback's confidence more and more as this game goes on. He's really throwing the ball with some purpose.
What a play to set him up with a 1st and goal.
You know?
Makes the tackle at the 3-yard line. That's good. First down.
5 guys will be out in the pattern as they're in the shotgun.
Kill, kill, kill. Black 5, black 5.
Looks to a receiver, touchdown. So they go there and they come away with 6, Kirk.
Man, Brad, I gotta tell you,
They
that's
had the
not
opportunity to
easy
win the
thing to do
game
there.
multiple
Defenses
times.
nowadays are so tough when you get inside the red zone.
This is going to be a pain.
They'll line up for the extra point in an attempt to tie the game. He makes the PAT.
Almost blocked it.
Early in
How
the
did I do
4th
that?
quarter now, and after that touchdown, we are deadlocked. Tie ball game. It's time for this offense to come to the forefront. Tulsa to kick.
All right.
He kicks it off, and he got all
Sorry, guys,
that
but I'm going to have to end the stream very abruptly when this game
And
is
it
over because
sails
I've
out of
got
the
somewhere to
end
be.
zone for a touchback.
I'm nervous to even run the fucking ball out of that formation right now. How shitty is that, dude? That I don't even feel like I can run the ball right now because I don't know if my quarterback will actually hand off the ball.
Which team's going to come out on top? We're in a tie game, and we're about to find out. Less than 3 minutes in the game. He goes downtown.
Dude, really?
That's a great tackle.
It was time for somebody to step up and make a play. And boy, did the defense.
I had the matchup that I wanted. I just kind of got hit as I threw, so it didn't really do what I needed to do. Only thing I can think of is this, because he's gonna keep trying to throw that
1st and 10. Ball
that
on the
seam.
40-yard line.
Oh no, he's gonna come out and run the ball. Never mind. Gotta throw a screen pass. Can I please get just like,
At the 43.
well, it's like I dropped 3 interceptions, and he's so far his defenders have touched 2 balls and both were interceptions. It's like there's not a whole lot I can do about that.
From their own 43-yard line, it's 2nd down. A quarterback in the gun with 5 receivers.
Hey, kill, kill, kill. Black dog.
Please, yes.
Fires in a hurry. Interception.
Thank God. Holy shit, dude.
In a close game,
Oh,
the
I'm gonna be in
outcome
so much
often
trouble.
comes down to one play. Maybe that pick was it, but who knows? We've still got some football to be played.
That was the right play call. Stop that, though. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna get the pistol spread. Because I like my audible options out of this.
First down, 10 to go. Ball on their own 43. Less than 2 minutes in the 4th quarter. Throws it in a hurry. Brought down at the 46-yard line. And for Ross, he reaches 1,000 yards in receptions.
Kill some
a
clock
good
here.
moment for this young player.
It's really an impressive number, especially when you consider the defenses know the ball is going to be thrown his way.
We're gonna try to throw this little, like, fucking zigzag route.
It's 1st and 10. Ball on the 46-yard line.
Ah, fuck. I hate where his impact players are. And I should be able to go deep, but now that I just threw that pick, it's like, I just feel like everything in this game is trying to work against me.
Makes the catch.
It's alright.
He's got
We're
nowhere
okay
to
with
go.
that because we're
And
trying
for
to get this
Ross,
clock
he's
to wind
caught
down.
as many
I gotta go
passes in
somewhere.
his time here as anyone ever has.
I bet they're going to miss him as a target when he moves on. You get used to having such a reliable receiver on your side.
From the 43-yard line. Second down. Throws a laser across the middle. He's tackled at the 30. Nice pickup as they connect on the pass play.
But they look to be in sync
I don't
right
think I
now.
can
They're
kick a
both
field goal
reading
from
the
here
defense
still.
properly, and the result is a
Yeah,
nice game.
I'm still too far out.
From the 30-yard line. First down. Under a minute left.
I really want to hit this out route, but I think I'm going to just try to be safe and hit the crossing route.
And a quick throw. He's taken down at the 24.
I like that they're completing these underneath routes because pretty soon the defense is going to start to cheat up. And that's when the quarterback will have his chance to go over the top for the big play.
Yards away here on second down.
Shit.
Fires it out. And they push him out at the 8-yard line. He's up to 300 yards passing.
You can tell the quarterback's done a really good job of preparing because he's read the defense like a pro all day long.
We're going to be cheeky here.
First and goal as they look to take the lead. He'll go down to one knee. Tulsa's going to take their first time out of the half.
It's alright, as long as we kill a second every play.
Here's the 8th play of the series.
Watch for the man zone. Don't care.
And the quarterback's going to take a knee to drain this clock. And any
Yeah,
holds
we just
the
need to kill a
opposition
second
may
every
have.
play.
Tulsa's going to have to use their second time out of the half. From the 12-yard line, it's third down. If you're an offensive coordinator, you love this play. His quarterback will take a knee. The Huskies taking their first time out of the half.
Alright, so now what we've done there is we've created to where there's no way that there can be I mean, this is going to be the last play of the game as long as I make this field goal. He'll ice my kicker, obviously.
As expected, they'll
That's
call
fine.
a timeout here and try to add a little pressure.
I have the anti-freeze skill.
And this field goal is for the game. A miss will mean overtime. It's up.
And that's going to be that.
Game over.
We won our first user game, guys, and man, Tulsa made us work for it the entire fucking way. The whole time. Alright, so hey, I hate to abruptly leave you all like this, but I really got somewhere to be, so I'm going to go ahead and end the stream here. I'll you know, next week, whenever we sim, I'll talk about where the conference standings are and stuff like that. But thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed it. That was, I mean, shit, I kind of wish I would have had my heart rate monitor on because my heart was beating. But I got somewhere to be, so I got to go. So thank you guys, and I'll see you in the next one.